Campaigns and concoctions, where we are a bunch of murky miscreants that drink and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
We're happy that you have chosen to join us on this cooperative storytelling journey. Thank you to everyone who joined us for the last episode. Most of you listened on Spotify, but we have now expanded. We are on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and CastBox. Feel free to jump aboard your favorite podcatcher and rate, review, subscribe, recommend, share, all that fun stuff. Also, if you want to send us a message, you can roll on over to anchor.fm/campaignconcoctions, and you can leave us a voice message, and we look forward to hearing from you. Now, does anyone have any stuff that they want to share that they're doing before we roll into the game? Yes, no, maybe so?
We made some cocktails.
There we go.
Yeah. So this is a cocktail that I made up. The very first cocktail that I ever made up. It's called the Poor Man's Poison. Because if you have two of them, you probably won't be able to make rent. It is 1 ounce of Oban Scotch, 1 ounce of Remy Martin Cognac, 1 ounce of Nonino Amaro. Stir in ice for about 20 seconds. Tonight we put it on a large cube, and before we put that in, there's 2 spritzes of absinthe in the glass. Oh, and Peychaud's bitters and Angostura aromatic bitters stirred in there as well. And then we garnished it with blackberries and raspberries tonight.
All right. Just always hang on to this first section, family, because we are going to have any kind of announcements, any kind of new social media, or anything that we do is going to be right here. But with that being said, let's roll into this. All right. When our heroes last gathered, changes have drastically affected the world. The physical world had some ramifications. 6 adventurers found interest in one of these, a chasm that had opened in the road to Harbour House, the center of government here in the freed city of Haven. After accepting a job to investigate the cavity, the 6 gather information about the fissure and each other. It is now the next morning. Considering that whole session was 1 day, the 6 of you awaken, 5 of you at Harbour House, being guests of the Harbour Master. 1 of you at their normal abode, which would be Patrice. But the day is yours. What would the 6 of you like to do?
I'm gone shortly before 7.
Patrice got up at the butt crack of dawn. And he decided that he has no idea what's going to be down this hole, and he wanted to go and hire a beast of burden. Unless, when he was walking by the hole, it didn't seem like there was a way to get the beast of burden down.
Not unless you're going to rope him down. It's a straight drop.
Then he's going to disregard what he just said.
Okay. You're going to head to the
9 brothers.
So,
To talk to Lucille.
Sark, you head to Lucille's. Yum.
Yes. Yes, let's go to Lucille's.
I'm down. We're going to do that sometime after. We're going to have a Monday off, y'all. And
That
we're gonna
chicory
go to
coffee
Lucille's.
can go to hell, though.
I don't like
Screw
chicory
you.
coffee.
I like chicory coffee.
It's fine.
I do too. I'm with you,
You
Nate.
can join it in hell.
I'm gonna take it or leave it. Well, that is neither here nor there. You're going to head to the 9 brothers' office to meet up with Lucille, who had information on the underground, and you had given her names, right?
Of the other PCs, yeah.
Yeah. So when you show up, Edward's actually not there. He's but you've been in enough of the offices. You just kind of walk around and you click the button, and the door opens, and you can see that Lucille is back at her desk. As you go back, she stands up, says, "Oh, Sark, correct? Yes. I'm very glad to see you. I do have some items for you." And she pulls out what looks to be a fairly large piece of vellum, maybe about the size of that glass there. So what is that about?
2 by 2.
2 by 2, or 2 by 1.5, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Which seems to have some of the old sewer networks and some old tunnels that seem to have been covered over by the ground. But she looks at you and says, "This is the most recent I could find. This is about 600 years old. So the only one that I think that it matters," and she points out as you look, there is a straight line that is going underneath the edge of the inlet, where it appears that the chasm had opened up.
Okay. Parallel the inlet.
You would be known as the Fell-Handed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
Do you mind if I borrow this for the trip down?
That's why I brought it for you.
You are a doll.
And then she brings you, because you had asked about Skjald, about
SOA and Patrice.
and Patrice.
Didn't have a name.
Okay. The information you get from about Patrice is that he seems rather harmless, but he, at the same time, he is a little bit annoying and eccentric in his belief structures. He is probably the most ardent in his following of this belief structure of his own making that no one seems to understand. He's very devout, and he's just annoying. He's not really he doesn't seem to harm anybody. For SOA, she's a local who is fairly competent musician. She plays regularly at mostly the middle tier of taverns, and occasionally she'll dive at a place like the Broken Boxer, but usually it's the range of like the Badge and Bottle. Like going to Driftwood would be a bit of a bit above her level at this moment.
Filling in the background band for someone else at Driftwood.
Then the one that you got, the one that you get the most information, even though she didn't know, was about Skjald. So he has a name throughout the belt. He's known as both the Fell-Handed and as the Lord of Salt.
That's good.
I added a little twist on the last one. I liked it. I think that sounded a little bit better.
It's good. It's real good.
And it's
Robbie.
he's just You're not able to. She wasn't able to figure out why he has these yet, except for some of the obvious reasons, was like Fell-Handed. There's a level of violence and competency with being in the piracy game. But the only thing, did you ever find a nation for me? Came up with a nation name?
I didn't yet. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I just matter what I'm going to tell him. You do know, or she does know that he has a letter of marque from one of the neighboring nations of Haven. She doesn't know which one exactly. She only knows that it's one of the myriad of nations who are opposed to.
The Syndicate.
Not the Syndicate.
Or
no. Where your pirate buddy is, the captain.
yeah.
Gansworth.
Yes.
Wow, my own goddamn world.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah,
remember.
I couldn't think of Gainsworth either.
That one struggled for me.
I was sitting there going, I heard it on the podcast.
Yeah,
Right.
I have
know-
a letter of marque for you.
Yeah,
I just need to know
Gansford.
a name so
Yeah.
I can print it out. And
Yeah.
make a letter
Yeah.
of marque for you.
I'll get it to you.
I like
This
to
week
hand
was
out
a little
shit.
chaotic.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. The more I get, the better it is, man. So that's all it is. As long as- no, he gave me a backstory today.
I know.
Last night,
Well, it was today because I didn't.
Yeah.
I was asleep
you were
before.
it's true.
We have a backstory from Curtis for session 2. This is probably a record.
It is.
Yes. That is the
Reason why I
best I
don't
have
do
done.
Friday.
There's been a few characters that we don't play that campaign anymore, and he still didn't get a backstory in for him.
I don't think that's true, but it's not far off from true. I would say maybe like the last 2 sessions.
I think we have a week left in this campaign. Here's my backstory.
Right.
I think I finally understand this character.
But if you haven't gathered, I do like to try and integrate your stuff as soon as I
Yeah,
can.
I love it.
I noticed.
So-
Okay.
That was the best I could find on short notice. However, it is being here. I was able to find, especially, I've got a lot of feelers. The moment people realized it was the fell hand, they were like, I know somebody. So, come back. We'll get some more.
Well, that's the goal, is to come back. I might have more information to provide, to feed, to bring back after, hopefully today. We'll see how it goes.
I did get word from the boss this morning. All information will be at usual rates.
Sounds good.
But it's not something I forgot to tell the two of you, Elle and Sark, that you do have a small stipend that you get monthly, but the majority of your income is going to be from either selling goods back to the organization or selling them for. So you're like kind of like almost like independent contractors that are retained. But the pay is good enough that, and even the stipend is good enough that if you go months and don't provide anything, you can still live on it. The manager is very, very generous with his money.
If this goes even mildly well, we'll have an inn at Harbour House. So if nothing else, we'll have some of the political of what passes through on Haven.
It's always good to know government inner workings. So much appreciated. But as always, we're here for you as you need. Again, we're a small office though.
Yeah.
But
I think that's it for now. I'm gonna go climb down a hole with Patrice. That's exciting.
well, honestly, I wouldn't mind a little bit more information about him. He seems a little out there. I want to know if he's a problem.
If he makes it back out of the hole, I'll let you know.
Sounds good.
If we bring Patrice back out of the hole with us, we'll let you know.
If Curtis doesn't have to create a new character.
Anyone else? You got anything else you
Nope.
do?
I'm
Anyone
not.
else got anything that they
No.
would like to do?
I'm gonna go get basically like the Starbucks coffee run
Nice.
equivalent, and then just go sit by the hole and wait for people to show up.
So some of the nicer taverns would they do like a tea and coffee service in the morning.
Well, I'm definitely sitting at that cafe already, sipping a very tiny cup of espresso.
So if you're gonna, so you would have had to walk past the hole as well.
Yes.
So, but yeah, the badge and bottle, is that what you're going back to again?
I want to go to somewhere that's doing coffee service.
Well, the badge and bottle does.
Okay, then I'm going back to the badge and
Edwards
bottle.
does as well, though, too. The tobacco
Oh,
shop.
no, I'm going to Edwards. I'm going to Edwards for coffee and whatever the fuck this cookie was that I just ate. Definitely looking for one of those.
That probably wouldn't be here on the
Son
island.
of a bitch.
They're a good ass cookie.
Fucking cookie was
What's
amazing.
even the point of this campaign?
Right? I'm done. I quit.
Amaretti cookie from Trumpo.
Okay, I'm going to have to get more. Sponsor us, Trumpo.
You might actually make me fat.
Right?
There are places where stuff like that happens. Just not here.
Gotcha. So I'm having a tiny cup of espresso, some kind of cookie or cracker, and I would like to restock on a small myriad of cigars while I'm there as well.
Your choices are nearly endless.
Yeah. So it's just a random assortment, and I'll figure out what they are as I smoke them.
But yeah, so Edwards would be on the north end of that main strip, so it'd be probably the last shop. So it would be
Okay.
the first one that you come up on. So that
Before
probably,
the hole?
No, after the
After
hole.
the hole, okay.
So that's probably why you would have ended up there than that first smell of coffee that you would have gotten.
Yeah, coffee and tobacco first thing in the morning, that's stopping me. Yeah.
We were meeting at 10. Remind me.
9.
9.
No. I talked them into 9.
That's good, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Super good.
I'd probably swing in halfway because I saw him there and be like, oh, this is the shop I need to go into then. Get coffee service for everyone else,
Okay.
and then go basically set up to rappel into the hole, and then sit and wait for everyone to show up.
Silver and 5 coppers for yours, for the coffee. For an assortment, how many cigars?
5.
5. We'll probably go with 2 gold. Maybe a gold and a half.
Okay.
We'll go, yeah, gold and a half. For you, so it'd be 3,
Money well spent.
6, 9. Not doing math right. 3, 6. So it'd be 6 silver. if you were going to get, because he's already had his.
Okay, yeah, I was
Scald.
a little like
Yes.
gallon and a half to go thing.
Sounds good.
Starbucks is what I'm thinking. Like, I'm just like, I just
Those were
missing
the
a cup.
worst.
I
hated
they
making
are.
It's, yeah.
I don't want it actually Starbucks style, but that's the like
I got it.
Yeah.
the best embodiment of what I want to go.
It would throw the whole rotation off.
I'm gonna leave a gold.
Have you purchased anything at Starbucks since?
It's been a minute.
Right.
Like
Oh, right. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a minute.
Yeah, I don't eat at Cracker Barrel either. So,
right? Yeah.
you know.
The only time I went to Starbucks is when I was working at STEM, and I got gift cards from the like staff appreciation.
That's
It's
fair.
not my money.
Yep.
On the drive back from Grand Junction, because like a good
You gotta
coffee
get
house in
coffee,
Grand Junction,
yeah.
right? They have a lot of really dope stuff. Coffee
Yeah.
is not one of them.
Right.
There's a good one in Delta.
I wish I had known that, because we drove through Delta the last time
shit.
we drove back. Oh, and when I flew in last time. So, but
Since
yeah.
I know it's 47 feet down, I'm using the extra 3 feet to anchor and just using the 50 foot of hemp. to get
Okay,
down.
sounds good. So, before the 9 o'clock meeting, is there anything that anyone else would like to do?
Patrice is going to watch the sun come up over the Harbour House.
Okay.
And he's gonna sit.
Okay.
I was gonna be there like 5 till.
Is there?
I was gonna say
Has nothing to do with
it's
the 12 drinks you
probably
drink.
probably getting there a little bit early.
Okay.
Is there a conversation happening in the? Where did I go again? The
Edwards.
Edwards. That's right.
Yeah. Actually,
you'd think I'd remember that one.
it's mornings in Haven are quiet.
Gotcha.
Usually because the nights are rambunctious.
Gotcha.
So you're not going to get a lot of activity. Dang, that's an impressive vibration.
I
Well,
hope she says
That's what she said.
I
If
need
she
an
ever-
impressive vibration.
If she ever meets me, then of
keep me
course
going.
that's what she's going to say.
that. You thought we used the term degenerate lightly.
Not because I'm good, because she needs external help.
There you go. I thought it was just because I always bring my toys.
No, so it's going to be quiet. Most of the people are here are like shopkeepers. You get the occasional tourist,
Yeah.
you know.
So not a lot of chatter going on
No,
for me to listen
just
to. All right.
and if there is any, it's coffee bean prices are rising, teas
Sure,
are going down,
yeah.
or it's the hey, did you see that person last night? Oh my god, I cannot. This is why we came. This is so exciting. You know, like a really
Gotcha.
rich tourist who is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
completely out of their element.
Yeah.
but so
And human zooing. Yeah.
Is Haven known for its like bevy of trade
very much so, but.
and the black market potentially?
Well, it's not necessarily a black market because there's nothing illegal. But a lot of black market goods elsewhere flow through it.
Roll for cocaine.
So there are
What's your dealer's name?
one.
Michael.
No. There, I would need to pull it up, but I don't. I'm not gonna pull it up. But there are 4 locations that are really known for their for your ability to really get anything that is illegal elsewhere. Haven, the Carastra Atoll,
Oh, shocking. That's where I'm from.
Roshar, the Kingdom of Roshar, which please don't sue me. Someone else came up with that name. Don't sue me. It's from a book.
It's legally binding when you say it loud.
Yeah.
Please don't
they
sue me.
can't. It's illegal for them to sue you if you say don't sue me.
I asked a friend, hey, I need a name for a kingdom, and he gave me the name from a book.
Not helping.
Well,
Not
and
helping.
then when he started DMing, he started doing that. I'm like, you need to stop. He's like,
Yeah.
why? Because everyone's gonna have expectations because everyone who plays in your games have read these books. Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't think that. I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love you, man. Hey, Will, I love you, dude. You're actually a really good DM. He's my current DM, so. But so, and then there's one on one of the cities in Wudan that they are open for everywhere. So there's no limits on goods. And Caraster is that way because it's the center of the syndicate. It was settled by the people of the syndicate.
Gotcha.
So there's very loose laws. Most of that island is set aside for diplomatic exchange. There's a lot of immunity. Roshar is a bit of a it's like a Switzerland in the Nicodaic Expanse. It's a mountain kingdom that has
It's like,
that is in between two relatively
It's like a
regulated
Ouija board with
areas.
bread.
So, but Haven is the freest of them all because any north-south trade kind of can come through here and not have to worry about taxation or any of that stuff. So,
Just the Tower of Takers?
yeah, that's it. So, it's not based on goods. It's based off purely on ship price or individual price. That's it.
It's like a mission to get on the ride. Got it.
So,
In this case, it's to get off the road.
Mm-hmm.
so anyone got anything else that they would like to do?
When I finally show up, when everyone else is there, I'm gonna walk over to Jared's character and be like, by the way, what the hell is your name?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say it last time. My name is Sid. Or, Sid's actually short, but my whole name is Acidosis Mazog.
I think I'm good with Sid.
Sid it is.
As that's getting asked, I just hand you the roll of vellum with the map.
Can I get everyone but Sid to make a perception check for me, please?
Oh, that's a good roll for this dice.
Not very good.
Nate has new math rocks, everyone.
Thank you, Playforge.
Okay.
Mine was not.
Sponsor us,
What are we rolling?
Playforge.
Perception. God, that would be awesome. Playforge?
That'd be cool.
Oh, what a
That'd
great
be cool.
score. If you live in the Denver metro area, downtown Littleton, Playforge, please go shop there.
Yeah,
they are wonderful people.
They're fantastic.
And they have good products.
I'm proficient in perception, so I got an 8.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
10.
Natural 20 for a total of
26.
8 and 7. You guys don't catch it. What was you get? 10?
10.
You're just below it. But so, Sark and SOA, you kind of notice as Sid starts to address everybody, she kind of perks up and she really carries herself with this really sharp bearing. You would probably call it maybe a military bearing.
Ooh.
But you can tell that she speaks. It kind of came across last night when she was discussing about being first in. You really get this sense of like take charge attitude, kind of a natural sense of leadership that comes from her.
Nice.
I got handed the map as soon as she said her name. I was not paying attention to
Yeah.
anything but the map.
Nope. As soon as he
So,
looked-
and as you guys see Sid, she's dropped the trench cloak. She still has gray leather with fur trim, but kind of a top and skirt. She also is adorned on lots of copper jewelry, copper earrings on her nose, a couple cuffs on the top of her ear, and then she also has copper bracers on, which look kind of bizarre and have some steampunk-esque cogs in them. Oh, and you can see underneath one of her collarbones, the one that's exposed, you see a vial shaped thing underneath it, and also some cogs kind of going to the center of her chest.
For Sark and L, the mechanisms are very similar to what you would experience. However, they're a little bit more. They're very much more rudimentary compared to what comes out of Tinkermere.
Isn't everything, though?
Pretty much. Tinkermere is a city of steel and glass and steam. It's awesome. I'm gonna find a way to get you guys there. I swear to Christ. It is such a cool city.
You know how to get me there.
I'm going to look at Skjald because I watched him with his light magic fire trick last night and just pulled out a torch as I looped the rope around my waist and go, light please.
Poof.
And start bouncing down the hole.
Okay.
And I do it with I don't even flinch. You say light, please, and I just light the torch for you.
And there's a snap every time.
Yes, every time.
Every time.
I think at this point I've probably been here long enough to where I also have everything rigged to rappel down. So I'll follow Sark down.
So at this point, everyone except for Sid, because this will be a skill set that you are very proficient in, you're going to need to make a dexterity check. Actually, give me either acrobatics or athletics. You're rappelling down.
Nat 1.
19.
Okay.
I need to roll.
I'm doing it
my numbers
one-handed,
this
so I
time,
only got a
because yours did
17.
not help.
I'm gonna die.
No.
I have so few hit points.
What is it? What
The
is
rest of this episode is going to be John rolling a new character.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's fall damage?
1d6 for every 10 feet.
I got
Yeah.
it.
So 5d6. Mm-hmm. That's enough to
I'm
kill
dead.
level 1 character.
No, it's 10 feet.
Yeah.
So 40 feet. That'd be 4. That's if
47.
if you fell all 47, it would be 4. It'd be 4d6. But you're not going to fall all 40 feet.
I got a 6.
You're probably going to fall too.
Probably.
So the order would probably be, since there's 2 ropes, it would be Sark immediately followed by SOA, and then
Sure. Yeah.
Sid would hop right on it real quick, and then the next one probably over would probably be I think Scald. Wow, yeah, Scald, and then because you probably would have felt the weird eyes, and you two probably would have gone last. That's how the order I would have put it on. So you would have fallen close after Sid had started. So if you would like to attempt to maybe try and grab Scald, I will let you make an athletics check. That one's an athletics check. It's strength based.
Oh, it's sad that's not better. That's going to be a 10 total.
You reach out and try after. So it'd been about probably 15 feet that the two of you were going down when you watch his Scald loses his grip on the rope, and you attempt to reach out, and you're just not able to get it. Like you actually probably rip off a little bit of his just like any kind of fur lining or anything he has. Slow him down a little bit, but you're not going to be able to hold on to him. So
Can I try to grab the rope?
make a dexterity saving throw.
That's gonna be 11.
You catch it, and it starts to burn really quick. And you're not able to hold on, but it does slow you down a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So you're probably at this point maybe about 20 feet above the cavern floor.
Okay.
So you are going to have to roll though.
Dex save
2
for how I hit.
Yeah, dex save for how you hit, and then it'll be 2d6 of damage.
12.
I'd roll. Do you want me to roll that for you?
Roll my damage.
Where's my bag?
I've now thrown 2 of my dice across the room
Yeah.
into another room. They will no longer be rolled ever again.
Oh shit.
That is 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm not unconscious.
Did everyone add their healing potion to their?
Yeah.
Yes, did.
And I lay on the ground for a little bit.
You hear those of you who are down on the ground hear that kind of a solid and a as the clanging of his armor rattles a little bit as he kind of just lays there.
As I'm laying there, a small indent in the ground from where I impacted. I pull out one of my new cigars. I clip it and I light it, and I just lay there smoking my new cigar for a few moments until everybody else reaches the bottom.
Do I find the torch I dropped in last night?
Make an investigation check. And what was your dexterity? Your acrobatics, athletics that you
I
made?
didn't roll one yet. I don't want to roll that one. That one did not work.
Okay. For going down. I thought you did roll
I
one
was like,
because you failed. I thought.
I did. Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the acrobatics. Yeah, I rolled a 6.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's bad.
I rolled a 9.
I am not trying to kill you guys. I swear to
Well,
God.
you set up a rope that looks like it wants us all to
We
die.
need a pulley system.
Whose rope is this?
Apparently.
No, you came down on hers.
We TPK'd on a hole.
That tracks.
Yeah.
We never get killed by monsters. We always kill ourselves.
No, that's a retcon, so I'm not going to ask.
Okay.
There's a class feature that I have that I didn't think to use.
I'm fine because we're learning classes. What is it?
So, Grasp of Sedna. Starting at first level, you gain the ability to call forth spectral tentacles that grab at your foes. As an action, pick a point you can see within 60 feet of you. A horde of grasping tendrils appears at that point. Creatures of your choice within 10 feet of that point must make a strength saving throw against your Warlock spell save DC. Creatures that fail their save throws are grappled for 1 minute or until you use this ability again. The Spectral Tentacle's strength athletics bonus is 2 plus your proficiency bonus, and its reach is 10 feet.
I'm fine. I'm
So
fine with you
what I'm
retcon
thinking
that.
is like 20 feet before I hit the bottom, ethereal black tentacles come out of an inky hole in space and time in the side of the wall, grab me, hold on to me, and then put me down.
Okay. And how long does that last?
I believe so.
So go ahead and remove the damage then.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. I'm totally cool
That's
with
cool. No,
All
we're
right.
learning new shit. I like
that. The reason I ask you is because as you land, you're going to watch as Patrice and Elle begin to fall.
So, as soon as they put me down, if I see them falling, I'm going to use the tentacles to grab them and put them down as well.
Yeah. Always ask about a retcon, and I'll tell you. I'd rather tell you no.
Yeah,
Because I'm going to tell you yes sometimes too.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I'd rather you
Yeah.
ask me. That way it's.
Well, I was looking at my spell list. I wasn't looking at my features.
No,
right?
that's
It's
fine.
not a spell.
We're
so-
learning new class stuff. I'm totally cool with that. So.
Okay, I was going to give you my health potion.
There's just enough time before Elle falls that you hear, fuck that again!
And then you got the two of you are grasped by black, inky, ethereal tentacles. Do they give off any kind of feeling? Like, are they cold? Are they?
They are definitely like depths of the sea cold, right? They're smooth, but not like slimy or anything like that. But very smooth. And they're full-blown tentacles. They've got suction cups, and at the end of each tentacle is like a little, almost fin, like a squid would have. And they like 2 or 3 wrap around them, but it's not like delicate either. It's like one wraps around the torso, one around a bicep, one around a thigh, and like awkwardly sets them down. It's just whatever it can grab a hold of at the time. Yeah.
That's what Patrice sounds like when he falls.
What was your investigation check?
16.
Yeah, you have no problem finding your the torch from the night before.
Okay, I'm going to pick it up, light it, and turn around right as like he's caught. I'm like, huh.
Yeah, shit got weird.
Have a torch.
As the torches are lit, they put off, I believe, 30 feet of bright light and an additional 20 feet of dim light.
20 and 10 or 20?
I think it's 2020.
Sounds good to me. We'll go 2020. As you can all tell, I'm super big on mechanics here. I'm the least mechanical driven DM that there is. But you look around you. You see that these pillars that you had seen the night before are very much in the style of, say, those from the Greek Pantheon. The one that doesn't have a dome. You know what I'm saying? The one that's rectangular. Mm-hmm. The Parthon's in Rome. The Pantheon is in Greece, I think. I'm sure the internet will correct me.
They are Greek pillars, because the Greeks had a very distinct pillar style.
And they, if you were to look down, you see both to the north and to the south a fairly wide open tunnel network that is straight. It's about 40 feet wide in a square that has been tunneled out. And you can look both north and south. And before we get going, at this point, we're going to take a real quick break, and then we'll get going from there.
Nice. Do we have time to make drinks?
Yep. Welcome back, everybody, to Campaigns and Concoctions. We are now rolling deep in the dungeons of Haven. So, as the 6 of you look around, what now?
Rolling deep! I roll deep like a Navy SEAL.
Fuck Navy SEAls.
I also have Adele.
Forming like Voltron on the reel.
Hey, Morgan.
Adele playing in my head, and I'm just like,
Right? I was immediately went there too.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
But before we get into that, I need... What are we drinking, Curtis?
We are drinking a Bitter Fingers. Bitter Fingers is a shaken cocktail with 1.5 ounces of Zucca Rhubarberot, 0.5 ounces of rye whiskey, 1 ounce of Orgeat, which is an almond liqueur, or not liqueur, almond syrup, and then 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, 3/4 of an ounce of pineapple juice, 5 dashes of Angostura bitters, lemon twist with 2 cherries.
Angostura aromatic?
Yes, the yellow bomb.
Yes.
And this one is one of my absolute favorites. I have a deep joy of rhubarb, much to Morgan's animosity or chagrin or whatever. But man,
It's not
rhubarb
chagrin
is-
or animosity. I want you to enjoy your shit.
Oh my gosh, like
This
dude,
is so tasty.
rhubarb
It's
is like
so good.
It's really good.
I can taste the deliciousness.
It's like a
just that
strawberry
it
rhubarb
hits
pie.
my tongue, and I'm just like, nope, nope.
rhubarb
you
goes
like
deep
rhubarb,
in my family,
that
dude.
drink
This
is
stuff
so
this is
delicious.
right
I
up
had
my
strawberry rhubarb pie. That I'm like, I don't know.
All right, so as the 6 of you look forward and back, you see this 40-foot cubed tunnel before you, filled with pillars, Greek of appearance. So, if anyone is, this will only work if you need to be proficient in history. If you would roll me a history check.
I'm not.
I don't know why I never make my characters proficient in history.
It's always a good idea in my game.
I know.
I'm a historian, right?
I know.
I am not proficient.
I rolled a nat 1, so that's 8.
Nope.
I didn't make my character have proficiency.
Because they've done it in almost every other game.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I
Anyone else
didn't want to
proficient?
be the nerd this time.
So nothing, no. You know that they're old. That's it.
Sark's gonna look at the dimensions of stuff for a minute, and then.
Actually, you know what? I need you to make a D100 roll for me.
Would I?
This is Sark making the roll.
Would I have experience in underground
66.
situations?
This is not that.
Oh wow.
So nothing like that. What is it?
66.
As you look at these pillars, you have kind of like a your timing messes up a little bit. Like there's something about these pillars that are having some sort of cog in the recollection. So it's bringing you some sort of memory, something. You know, there's something that ties you to the style of not the space, but the style of the pillar.
I think Sark stepped on a spider.
You might recognize the stutter as I'm calling out, because I'll stop like mid twitch and then. Patrice, does this look like sewer tunnels to you?
I pull out my hand. I drag it across my chest. And what's the thing I was gonna say?
Dancing lights.
Yes.
I saw it on your phone, so that's the reason I know.
And I say, as I pull my hand across my chest, trying to like grab through my skull tattoo and fling out, I say, "Haven is a lamp unto our feet." And 4 globes come out of his hand. Each of his 4 longest fingers. There's a blue, a green, a red, and a white, soft white. And like he's looking around at what does he see?
Make a perception check.
Sure. Do better.
We're hoping the white globe is going to be a little more eggshell.
18.
Right? Is the blue periwinkle?
Peduncle blue.
Periwinkle blue.
Periwinkle blue.
cornflower.
I was gonna say, is it more of a cornflower? Yeah.
Actually considering his past, it's more of a cornflower blue.
Yeah.
As you look, which direction do you send it? North or south?
Which down the tunnel.
North or south?
North.
So
Okay.
the tunnel there's a north side. Okay.
North south. Right.
So it bisects the.
Yeah. So if you were to go,
Oh.
if you were to go to the west, that's where the inlet is. So
he's making kind of like a daisy chain of lights down the hallway.
imagine when the Lord of the Rings party walked into the halls of Moria.
Okay.
And you see just these long lines of pillars with exquisite stonework but you can tell at one point the stone was bright, but through time and just nature taking its course, the stonework has dulled, and there's underground molds, which you'd be familiar with. Also just that dust that you can taste.
A musty.
That if you're
mustiness.
underground long enough, you know.
Yeah.
But
Sark can't taste.
you probably wouldn't have been here.
Yeah,
This is
Patrice
not-
has never been in this cavern.
But there is a dedicated group of people in Haven who do explore the underground, and you all talk, so you've heard of it. But it seems... Make an insight check for me real quick. And then I'll get to you. Just a minute.
I just wanted an answer.
15.
You get a not just old sense, but an ancient sense. And no, this is not a sewer.
No, this is something much older and more grand than a sewer.
That map's not gonna do a lot of good, Al.
You're pretty sure that straight line, you're in it right now.
It
And
is?
when that's because this goes directly under went directly under the road, so you're pretty sure that you're here. But it doesn't really show much more beyond that it's there.
Okay.
Right.
Then I will rephrase that and be like, okay. That was mislabeled. That wasn't a sewer map.
And then Skull, what do you got?
So I want to see if these pillars seem to be made, like, carved out of the ground. Like, are these pillars natural to the area that we're in, or were they carved somewhere?
Hewn
brought
like
here?
a dwarf or
Yeah.
brought in and it's a city that's sunken down or
Yeah,
whatever.
and
Go
I'm
ahead and make-
proficient with nature.
That's what I was about to say. Go ahead and
Okay.
make a nature check. That'll tell you about where the stone is from.
That's a 12.
That's high enough in this case for that simple of a ask. This stone is not native to the local area.
Whoa. All right, that's kind of what I suspected.
With my time being near the mines in
The legation.
the legation, does it look anything familiar to me?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
5.
No.
While everybody's looking around, I was just gonna go, was anybody else weirded out by the tentacle thing? Because that's not a normal thing.
Sure, it's not.
Tentacles don't generally come out of walls unless that's a bad thing.
I turn to Skald. That's quite an ability. Come in handy.
Maybe it will.
It will.
Oh, that was you?
Wasn't me.
Whatever it was really cold. And gross. I did not enjoy it.
She tends to be cold.
Noted.
Al just looks very confused and goes, tell her I said thank you?
I'll make sure I do that.
I'm gonna start looking at the ground for any tracks that aren't ours.
Make a survival check for me, please.
Damn, I didn't take this one.
Roll the better than
Can
Kablooin.
I assist?
Sure. Are you proficient?
I am proficient.
Then yes, you can
Change that.
assist.
You
So-
and
Do you want me to roll at advantage, or do you both want to roll?
probably both.
That's your guys' call.
Both roll and
I,
Roll
I'm
ace.
at
I'm
this,
proficient, but
at this
roll
at
ace.
this case, I would say both of you guys roll
because it's
you're
an
not
invisible
teams
team,
yet.
Yeah, we're just
So
looking.
yeah.
Well, we're not. It's an 18 for me.
12.
So You-
we are level 1.
18's.
you're not Sark. You don't find you see that there are marks on the floor, but you're not able to discern a directionality or what they really
It's
are.
not urban enough for me.
But for you, Sid,
That's fair.
like you kind of brushed off some skills that it took you back to like when you assessed for the dagger.
Okay.
But you were able to notice that it seems that there is something has been drug to the north, and you can notice that the tracks that go next to these drag marks are human and kobold. Not kobold, sorry, Kenku.
Interesting.
And Kenku speak in your
Kenku
world?
speak.
All right.
Thank God.
Those are the bird.
The raven-looking
Raven
ones,
looking,
because
okay.
there's
Make sure
there's
that right.
there's
Aarakocra.
them and no Aarakocra,
Okay.
owl folk.
Gotcha. Okay.
Aarakocra are way overpowered as a player race. I don't like them.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're broken.
It's the same reason I don't go for variant humans,
Yeah.
even though I'm playing a variant human right now.
Right? I mean,
Because if
it's
you're gonna let
allowed,
me do
yeah,
it,
why
right?
not, right?
I'm telling you, that cruelty feat, man, in the Tal'Dorei book is so good. If you're gonna play like a negative charisma that's an asshole,
Valid.
Something's been drugged this way. I kind of point out the footprints. Looks like Kenku
Kenku.
and human footprints.
Skull just kind of holds his hand out, like, so as to suggest if someone's going to walk that direction, they should.
I have the lights, like, bing, 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 like a
I'm gonna roll
like
the
a
torch
runway.
out and walk under his lights.
I need a marching order, please. I have a feeling that Sid's gonna lead, as she's the one who is
Tracking.
tracking.
That's fair.
I'll probably be not right behind, but next to mine.
I'd be behind that.
Slightly off. to
So we've
one
got
side.
Sid, Sark, Scald,
The S's lead the way.
I'll go fourth.
SOA,
I'll be behind SOA.
Patrice, and then L's gonna bring up the rear. The further away from the opening of the chasm that you walk in, the sense of this being ancient hits you hard. It almost becomes mausoleum-like. You can tell this is not the intention of it, but because of the age. If I can get everyone to make a perception check, please. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Throw it in the other room.
I almost bought a dice jail today.
Try the
8.
Okay?
6.
4 with a natural 1.
Fuck.
Perception.
Yeah.
15.
18.
21.
The three of you get the sense that as you look in the corners, you guys can notice that there are skeletal remains. You're not sure how old they are or how they've even survived, because it appears that as the further north that you move, that much of this has been untouched. You had passed kind of a side entranceway to the that was open to the east. As you would walk past, the tracks and the drag marks did not lead into it, but you notice that it's also recent. It looks like someone who lives here in Haven has added to it.
Can you repeat that?
About what?
What was added?
It was an entrance to
Okay.
like another tunnel network that was added by someone very recently.
Is that where the marks are
No,
headed?
they keep going straight to the north, and this is like super nice union laborer work, right?
So side passage was your friend's handyman that he knew in high school.
Right.
I'm gonna turn. I say we keep following the drag marks here.
Yeah.
Okay, you keep walking for about another good 10, 15 minutes. At this point, all of you have an idea that you've probably moved beyond Harbour House. Like, you're further to the north of there. And I need the lead and trail to roll me a perception check, please. So it'd be Sid and L.
Perception 12.
Find a good dice. This is a roll like shit.
Gotta re-roll that.
Okay.
It popped out of your box.
That's
Yeah.
much better.
Sometimes it works in your advantage,
I'm
right?
gonna start rolling in your box.
Yeah.
That's why like
It's a
if it falls
19.
off my cue. Like my
19 and what was
pad
yours
doesn't
again?
count, 'cause my pad is
12.
where I roll.
Yeah.
I need something like that.
Both of you begin to hear, because at the front and the front and end of the trail, you're not masked by sounds like the rest of the what you hear is kind of like this murmuring sound.
I'm gonna stab something.
Does it sound like a vocal, or
It's definitely something's making a sound. With a 12, you can't discern it. But for you, viewers, it does sound like some sort of vocalization. But you're not able to discern if it's multiple voices, if it's one voice, if it's magical, if it's not. It just is. And it seems to kind of be floating in from everywhere. For you, because for you, L, because you're at the back, it seems to be coming from behind you and to the sides. For you, Sid, it's coming from the front and to the sides. And because it's the sound of footprints, not footprints, footsteps that the party makes that kind of drowns it out. So everyone else misses it, but the two of you hear this.
Elle's gonna whistle fairly softly, specifically to catch Sark's attention,
Okay.
and then gesture around.
And what are you doing, Sid? I did say that you guys are close enough that everyone's going to hear that whistle. You may not. I mean, Sark's going to know what it is, but the rest of you probably may not interpret it as anything, but you all hear it.
ready your? I kind of turn and quietly but loud enough for everybody to hear. Ready yourselves
I'm going
and
to
go quietly.
Stealth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step slightly to the edge of where the lights
Okay.
are and just stealth into the shadows.
How big? What's the range? How much light does it do
I
dancing
think
lights
each
put out?
globe is a 10-foot of bright.
Sounds right.
Yes. Each globe is a 10 foot, so they would all be.
So it's 20 feet of light, because it's usually for every 10, like for every foot of light, there's a foot of dim light. So they each put out 20 feet of light.
Nope.
Is it all
They
dim
sheds dim only.
Oh,
It
dim
doesn't-
only.
Yeah, it's not super bright. It's real.
No, perfect. So
real
it's
low.
10 feet each.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's 6 of them.
There's
Four.
four of them,
Four.
so it's like
20 feet.
80 feet total in a
Okay.
line. That's 20 feet wide.
10-foot radius.
10-foot radius.
Gotcha.
So
So 20 feet wide, yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to
It's good as
now
good.
walk.
and then we also have some torches still being carried,
No,
right?
mine's burnt out. I rubbed mine out when we started walking down the hall.
So yours, so
I would have put mine out too if I saw that.
Okay.
We're going like I wanted the brightness for when we landed. The moment we started moving, I rubbed mine out.
I'm assuming even with 60 feet of dark vision, I can't find anything with the vocalizations.
But I'm gonna roll stealth for right now.
None of us are disabled.
Hi.
You're disabled. Okay. All the rest of us.
he
Have
doesn't
dark
have
vision?
dark vision.
Yeah, he's disabled.
So let's not say that.
Oh, sorry.
So, and then it's 20 feet. So,
Can you throw one on there?
yeah, I'm doing math right now.
No.
So if you were wanting to get off to the side, you could come over here, like on either side. If you guys are walking down the central corridor, the light would put it off to, so there'd probably be about 5 feet on either side.
Of darkness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into the darkness opposite
But
Sark.
if you don't have dark vision, you're gonna have a hard time seeing once you get outside of that globe of light.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not in the darkest part. I'm probably on that edge to use shadows to my advantage, and just kind of that change in light to just kind of.
So you're gonna start sneaking. So Sark and
I'm getting into the
Scarl,
dark.
the fell-handed.
Yeah, I'm getting into the dark.
Anyone else, or you get the rest of you gonna keep walking like normal?
I'm also
If
going
that-
to drift at this point farther back, so I'm more close to parallel with.
So the two of you, Scaldin and Sark, go ahead and roll stealth checks for you. You already rolled one.
Soft landing. I'm telling you, soft landing.
You need a box.
Start rolling in here.
It's better.
26.
26.
What?
5.
Monk.
My first roll was a 4, so it's a 5.
You think
Otherwise, I could have an 11.
You think you're fine.
I mean, I probably don't.
No, you think you're fine. You think you're stealthy as shit.
I don't think he does. I think he's like, I'm just gonna stand in the dark. Because it's better than nothing.
I'm gonna. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I will keep moving forward, kind of as the leader point. I think that's what I do.
All right.
I drifted back.
As the other four of you are made aware of something's going on, you begin to hear the sound as it kind of now it's starting to encompass you. You recognize it over the sound of your own footfalls. And it seems to keep pace with you. I've got plenty. I'm a dice goblin, dude.
If they're all gonna roll like shit, I might as well keep them.
You're blaming the dice.
Yeah. Eventually, after about another 5-10 minutes, you hear a couple of wet thwops around you.
Don't like that.
And we're gonna take a real quick break right there, and then we'll pick up there.
Break there. He has
Yep.
to set stuff up.
I gotta set stuff up.
Yeah.
And welcome back to Campaigns and Concoctions as I get myself completely fucked by all the books and shit that I have right now. Everyone make a real quick perception check as the wet, meaty thwops hit.
13.
10.
Okay?
Pretty sure I'm an 11.
Okay?
26.
9.
25.
18.
I'm at 12.
12, 10,
13.
13.
9.
So the three of you are going to look down and you're going to see a fleshy, wet, oozing mass
Gross.
that
Yeah.
is undulating. And then you notice that there are multiple eyes and mouths. And you notice that the sound is coming from these. And there are 4 of them.
Nate knows what this is.
I don't want
I,
to
I need you to move actually so I can stand up.
So does John.
No, you're fine. I need to be here. So.
He wants to find the minis.
No, they're at home.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know where exactly where they are.
Well, I think that's a pretty good
Yeah.
representation,
Yeah, no,
anyways.
we're good.
So,
And there's 4 of them.
and there's 4 of them. And now, if I could get everyone to roll for initiative. this is a good time to take pictures for Instagram, right? I just. No, we're planning for future stuff.
Not bad.
That's terrible.
Okay. Anyone over 20?
No.
21.
Where'd that pen go?
Soft surface helps.
Told you. 15 to 20.
I need
Big gap there. 10
Got
to
it, thank
15.
you.
Hang on. 10, 12.
We got
Well, half our team goes before the.
Maybe.
Or-
I'm
yeah.
leaving gaps.
That's fair.
8.
That was a 6.
I had a fucking 16. You had a 21 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what you guys are doing. I fall down holes, but I'm ready for battle.
And I'm currently
I am sneaky
concentrating
and I can see
on
things, but apparently
dancing
I'm like,
lights.
what is that?
Right.
the
You
rats.
can see it, you
are
just don't know what the fuck it is.
The rats are the sloppy things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sit.
The shambling mounds.
And we're gibbering mouthers.
You just get the bane out now.
Do we
Morgan,
have
as long as you're in
candles
there.
for concentration?
Yeah, while you're there.
I'm pretty sure I'm going first.
Do we
This
have
is
tea
one of the
candles?
best
Do we know what
purchases
the
I have
candles are?
ever made.
What's it?
Tea candles for concentration.
And if I don't have something,
I
it
just
comes
got
with
some
blanks. Ooh, there's a charmed. That means a blank one.
They're in my
And
tin
then
at
with the
home
charmed.
that I don't have with me currently.
The tea lights?
I'll have to remember to bring that tin next week.
Well, that's why I got the concentration ring.
You're good.
Do you just have the one though?
No, I got 4 of them.
Okay.
I have 4 of everything except for the blanks. I have 2 of those. So. All right. So, what's your top of the round
21.
for who? SOA. You're up. SOA.
All right. I will cast Bane on. I guess these 3 closest to this end of the table. So yeah, that one, and then the 2 that are in front of me. And who's close to me? Who do I? I'll inspire Scald.
Nice.
I fell down the hole. You need some help.
I believe that's a D6 at this
It's a
point.
D6 at this point, yeah.
Nice. Need to make sure I got some 4s out for that, for the Bane. Maybe the best spell in the game, in my
So you get to
opinion.
roll a
Oh, they get a charisma save.
Oh, that's fun.
What's your
Me
save?
rolling charisma
Chris,
save.
What's your save? You say?
It's 15.
Not too shabby.
It's as high as it can be at this point.
Yep. My highest out of the 3 is a 12.
So
Pop, pop, pop. Negative charisma. Next one.
Scald at 16.
So before Scald goes, the Gibbering Mouthers.
Yeah.
gibbering mouthers, that's what they're called.
So we're going to start here.
Fucking knew it.
Shit. And they're going to make their bite attack. So we're going to go my left to right. So we're going to start over here, left. Oh, I'm pretty sure that fails.
Minus D4.
It definitely fails because it's a 0 before I add anything to it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Take it.
Yeah, so that's a 2.
Okay.
So the one on the right. 16.
Hits.
Okay. So that is gonna do. Ooh, yeah. This is fun.
Oh boy.
1, 2,
If I don't regret this.
3. I need more D6s.
Oh God.
4.
You trying to kill us? You
I
trying
think
to
he
kill us?
overestimates his skills at level 1.
Okay, now I feel like I should have used my spell.
You're learning.
That's 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Right. This guy,
Yeah.
is gonna go here, and then this guy is not gonna see you.
Thank God.
So he's gonna go there.
Sorry. I'll be
So
there in a
you
minute.
gonna get bite attack. Yeah, it's a 4. And then on you, L,
So a miss on Patrice and a miss.
Yeah. 17.
That is.
Jesus.
That one's not being.
That one's not named.
It's a lot of ones.
Good.
That's 6 points. I had to do math twice in my head. Okay. That's their turn.
Afraid.
It is now Scald's turn.
I am going to. So does Bane affect when I attack them as well?
Only if you make a saving throw.
Yeah.
If I make a saving throw.
Yeah.
Their rolls are affected, not your rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Basically any D20 roll they make, they have to subtract a D4 from.
Can I get to the other side of these two are baned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get to the other side of them so that is that Sid?
Mm-hmm.
So that Sid is not within a 15-foot cube, but the two of them are.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
The way that they're spread.
She's here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'd have to go.
Who's the pyramid at the back?
Me.
Okay. All right.
Can't you tell by all the gears?
Right. And I'm going to assume that there isn't any way for me to get this one and that one in a 15-foot cube either.
I think it's too far.
Yeah.
That's 20 feet right there in between them.
Okay. All right. Well. Very sneakily from behind this pillar that I'm standing near, I reach my hand out towards this guy over here, near Sid, the one on my side of Sid. And my eyes flare very briefly in the dark with like deep violet light, and a bolt of energy, dark pitch black, like the absence of light, with purple fire rhyming it.
It's so dark you can
flies
see
out.
it in the dark.
It literally looks like a hole in space. Like if you've seen that like super black paint,
That's
that,
exactly what I was
literally
thinking of.
absorbs light. It's like I shot a small black hole out of my hand, and there's purple fire ringing it as it flies at that thing. That's gonna hit. That's a 22, 23?
That
22.
definitely hits, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm a level 1, so I don't have any of the vocations that would
It's just a straight damage roll.
6 damage.
Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. This dice gets a special spot now because he's rolling well.
Okay. Next up.
Sark at 12.
Go ahead.
I'm going to slide here
Okay.
and probably just stomp kick it twice. At least try to. One is an action, one is a bonus action.
Okay.
Mom.
But you also get advantage.
Right. First one.
Good.
23
Hits.
Advantage good.
for 6 points of damage.
Hey, getting 6 out of a 1 is not bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's the least amount of damage I do with my fists.
Yeah.
22.
Hits. And this is why I build these kind of encounters.
Right? There you go.
That's 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
There you go.
That one's starting to look a little bit rough.
Nice.
A little bit rough.
Nice.
Next up would be Patrice.
Patrice is going to reach into a pouch that's attached to his big fat leather belt, and he's going to pull out a little bit of sand, sprinkle it up in the air, and he's going to say, "Rest and repent." And he's going to cast sleep on the one that's right next to him. Yeah. My spell DC.
Oh my god.
Sleep is weird.
Oh my
that's
god.
that's an AoE spell.
Oh, no. Sleep is sort of an AoE. Yeah, creatures within 20 feet of the point that you choose are affected in ascending order. So I roll 5d8.
Yep.
And then I subtract
So
that.
you're choosing this, creatures within 20 feet.
You're gonna hit all of us.
He's gonna hit the entire party
Yeah,
with
you're gonna hit the
and
entire
we're gonna
party.
It
die.
doesn't hit my party if I don't want it.
Yes, it
Yeah, it
does.
does.
No, it doesn't.
A point you
Point
choose,
choose.
not creatures you
You can
choose.
choose over
Hit
here.
points of creatures this spell can affect.
It's pure. All creatures within the
point that you
point of
choose.
the spell. See
Within
right here,
20
starting
feet
that
of a
sentence.
point you
Creatures
choose.
within. There's no specification. It's all,
Oh, it's like a radius?
Yes.
Or a
Yeah.
point.
it's
well,
20
shit.
feet within the rate from that
From
point.
the point that you
And
choose.
it starts at the one with the lowest, which would be my buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Could I not do that?
Yep. Everyone thinks that
Level
sleep
one.
is a great spell until
Curtis
they
is
cast
trying
it.
to TPK us.
I know.
I've done it before.
Yeah.
Then instead
That's
he's
a
gonna
great
cast.
spell if we're sneaking up on people.
Right.
He's gonna
Not a good combat
He's gonna
spell.
say, "Take pause and slow yourself," as he pulls from his chest some blue lightning and reaches out and touches the gibbering mouther right next to him.
Okay.
Which needs to roll a. I get to roll for that. Actually, it's a melee spell attack.
Okay.
That is not great. Plus 7, so 14.
It doesn't even. Yeah, that hits
All right.
by a lot.
By a lot.
These have very low
Okay,
ACs.
so I'm gonna roll
Yeah.
a D8.
They're dangerous with their damage output, but they're not hard to hit.
So 3 lightning damage, and it cannot take reactions until the start of its next turn. And I'm going to move over to in between my buddies, and I'm going to cast Healing Word as a bonus action
Okay.
on Sid.
1d4 plus
Yeah.
spellcasting mod. That one's my.
And this is also why
7.
I do them this way because of that
7 healing.
that home rule,
7
right?
healing.
Yeah.
I'm not
So-
dead.
That's what makes it so fun.
Yeah.
Right. It
yeah,
really
absolutely.
changes the complexion
Yeah.
of everything.
Absolutely.
Well, that was a cantrip and a thing, but
Right.
yes.
Very nice.
Still works.
Yep,
We're still good.
Either
That's
way.
me.
Yep.
All right. Next up would be L.
So if I was on this side of this one, would 30 feet get me to here as well? If I was over here?
15, 20, 25, 30 would get you to here.
Okay. Then I will not do that.
You got some kind of laser beam. Some gnomish laser beam.
Not quite yet.
I gotta change my plan.
I mean, yes, but also...
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
I love it so much.
And if it's a dex-based save, shoot at me.
And
Right.
We know this.
It's
He
L's
wouldn't
turn
hesitate
right now.
that.
Right. Yeah, that's not the problem.
Sid heard me say, a small gift may be precious. Real quiet.
These are all from fortune cookies.
Oh, that's great.
Your lucky numbers are.
Go buy the lotto ticket.
Nat 20.
Right. Yeah. Nat 20.
Your lucky numbers up has got to be how we cast Disintegrate.
Yes.
That's right.
What's L doing? Sorry.
So... Everybody else is looking north, right?
Yeah.
Ish.
Alright. So all of you just see a silver and blue beam blast past this way to hit this one.
said, no much laser beam. I know my roommates.
So the laser beam's gonna.
That is.
He's gonna build lasers, and you're gonna build drunks.
Yeah. Got it.
That's a 15 to hit?
Yep. Just this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
And the pillar on the other side of it.
Not quite.
No, I can't reach that far.
I could reach that far with this spell.
30.
I'll take that. That is 6 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Nice. It's 0.
Excellent.
Until the start of its next turn.
6, you said, right?
Yes, 6 damage.
Anything else?
Two gibberish.
That was action.
Two
So.
whatever dudes. They're just sitting in my
No, I'm gonna
house.
stay there.
Okay. Sid, you're up.
So Sid's going to take a swing with her warhammer
You're on.
at this one.
Okay.
That's going to be 10 to hit.
That hits.
Squishy.
She. Oh no, this is gonna be a two-handed attack because she didn't do spell. 10d10. This one. That'll be 6 damage.
That's one I hit already, too.
Yeah.
And the one I just hit.
Oh,
No,
No,
you hit this
you
one.
hit
Oh,
that
you
one.
hit
This
you're
one
going-
was
yeah.
7 damage.
My mistake.
Since hitting
Yeah,
on a
plus
scald hit.
6
Plus 2.
plus 2 is 8.
Yeah.
8 damage.
Okay.
So I rolled a 6 or a 5.
Roll to 5.
You rolled
Okay,
five,
then
so
7. Sorry. What did I say?
You said 6.
Okay. 7 damage.
We'll play back the videotape later.
Math hard.
Okay. Back up to the top of the round with SOA.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and cast Dissonant Whispers at the one that's directly behind me.
Nice.
So I need a Wisdom save.
Oh, shit.
And a
I'm
minus
sure they're
D4.
super wise. This may have been a mistake.
I could.
They're probably very, very wisdomous.
12.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Bang.
Yeah.
It was a 16. Plus 0.
Right.
Minus 4.
I'll let you move it because it has to go away from him. Does
Okay.
no whispers
Ooh, I
the
like
one that
that
runs away from
case.
Yeah.
Yes. It's
That's man from
schmancy AF.
Christmas.
Nice roll.
Yeah. So that is 11 psychic damage, and it has to use its reaction to move its full speed away from me.
Well done.
On 10 feet.
2 squares.
Well, it's
Yeah.
technically. And then I'm going to inspire, not Patrice.
He's already been inspired.
I already have it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Don't forget.
Yeah.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna
forget.
I'll inspire Sid.
Alright, next is the gibbering monsters.
I don't
So we'll
know
go
how
left to right again, front to back.
Goodies.
8 or
It's a
6.
D6. We're
So-
level 1. It's a 6.
I couldn't remember.
Sid's gonna get attacked by 1. Jesus Christ. That's. Would have been a great. Well, 16 on the dice. Plus 2 is 18. Minus 3 is 15.
Okay. Should we hit?
Is it 15?
I'm gonna use shield on
Okay.
this one.
So no, it doesn't hit.
What's your AC?
12
Oh, okay.
plus 5.
17 now.
Gets me to 17.
Oh damn, you have a low AC. This is why I warned you about a
I know.
negative dex.
Level
This is why I took
1.
shield.
This is why I'm over here.
I know it is.
Punch me. Punch
Sorry.
me. Punch
Right.
me.
You know what? I'm not gonna do that.
Oh,
Yeah, Nate and I
So
were about
as-
impossible to hit character builds.
so embellishment.
I mean,
When
pretty hard to hit.
the attack is coming to hit,
Not there.
you see Sid's
Not there
skin
yet.
kind of turn with coppery scales.
Ooh.
This one's gonna take another swing at you.
Okay.
So your AC is still the same at the moment.
Right. Until the start of
Your
my
turn.
turn.
I need,
This
I
is
need
my first, like, borderline min-max character.
11. So that misses. I would have missed no matter what.
Yep.
Alright. This guy can't move towards you, right?
Nope.
I think it can actually. Let me double
It's
check.
not feared. It just
Yeah.
ran away.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, there's no persistent fear effect because I
He's
don't
still
have
gonna
the
go
trait.
there though because it makes sense. So he's gonna take a bite at you. God damn it. That's 9.
Nope.
It's gonna attack you.
You did just stomp it.
Yeah. No, that was the whole point of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gave that mouth a Kirby.
Yeah.
15. No, I know.
I jump.
Right?
Nice try.
All right. So next, back down to Scald.
How is the one that we both hit looking? That one.
They're all looking kind of rough,
Yeah.
except for this guy. He's just
Okay.
taking a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to again fire that blast of ethereal dark and cold at the one that I'd already hit.
Blast.
Yeah.
That's for my own
Yes.
gratification.
It is.
I love the description of
Yes.
it because it's not something that how most people would describe it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, it's a tear in reality. It's you know.
I like when players add their own flavor to spells.
Ooh. That is not going to hit.
What is it?
That's a nat 1 for a total of
a
a
nat
nat 1 is a nat 1.
is a critical
right?
failure.
Yeah.
I need you to roll a d100 for me, please.
All right.
It's gonna hit something.
Shit.
I'm just glad I'm
Right in front of him.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite end of the map right now. Even though that would be pink. What was that?
Yeah, you should always have a d100 when we get into combat because if you hit a natural 1,
There. Only on attacks, though, right?
That's 2.
I need you to roll a d4 and tell me odd or even, please.
Making
Odd.
all my dice out.
Even.
Fuck. I got it.
Like how we have all
Odd.
Hit you.
Okay.
Sid.
Oh, wait. No. Oh, buddy.
Okay. So I take.
We're gonna find out.
Oh no! Don't kill me.
2.
Okay, I can take that.
You feel this cold sensation that, as the description of the tentacles from Patrice, it's a similar sensation to what he described when this energy hits you in the chest or the
it's
back.
like a biting cold.
A forceful tear.
It's
Yeah.
also kind
Yeah.
of
So I'm
kind
gonna-
of wet.
I'm
Yeah,
kind of like
and
turning like,
it's-
what the fuck?
It's not even so much that it's wet as much as it pulls condensation from the air. It's so
Ooh,
cold,
cool.
right? And then it also almost feels like it tugs at you as it hits. It feels
feel
like,
like
it's pulling
bad
that
goosebumps.
spot into you.
It's gonna
Like
like
it's
triggers
trying to
bad
suck that
for
into
Sid.
it.
She's gonna wince a little bit more because it is. I feel like it's gonna feel a little hard on her.
Honestly, it might remind you a little bit of home. As cold as crab dough
Okay.
is in the
That's good
winter.
to know. Okay.
It's on the super southern border of the world, so
Good to know. We'll talk
It's
about that.
Alright.
close to the poles.
So her clothing is fitting. That makes me happy.
Yep. it still hurts like a motherfucker though.
Technically,
nostalgia doesn't take away the pain.
Next up would be Sark.
Sorry. So
because you're
fancy moves.
after you roll, you
I'm gonna
get
punch this
before
one
you
once
roll.
before running around to go punch
You
the
know
other one.
result.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair.
24.
Yeah. I have my bow.
You might have hit.
He's rolling with advantage because he has flanking.
He's flanking.
9 more points of bludgeoning damage to that one. I'm just gonna like overheal. Whack!
Okay, that one's really fucked up.
I want
But
it
not
to
dead?
move as well.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry.
My bad.
I want to. Yeah, it's okay. I was so distracted with my nat 1. I want to get into flanking with Sid.
Easily done.
Yeah.
And you can do it without.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm not gonna get any opportunity attacks. Right?
This one's gonna get an opportunity attack because I'm running this way to come punch this one in the back of the head. Well, back of the mass.
Yeah. It's the back of one of its faces.
Mouths.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of its mouths.
The back mouth.
That's
Yeah,
a
the
4.
So it didn't hit. That's weird.
22.
Yep.
Jesus. Level 1. Level 1, folks.
Only 5 points of damage, or 6 points of damage to that one. Mostly, I just want them to look at me.
Yeah.
That's what this game has become. I'm playing whack-a-mole.
All right.
mouth.
Next up is Patrice.
Patrice is going to.
It's 25 feet, so I can't move back between them.
Cast. He's gonna cast Firebolt at the one in between my two friends back there,
Okay.
which is a d20. Yeah. 12?
Mm-hmm. It hits.
Yeah. And then the firebolt is a d10. 7 fire damage.
Nice.
Yes.
And as he's getting ready to do his firebolt, this one he pulls up across his chest, and it looks like a pistol when he pulls it out, and says, "My fire be cleansed!"
So good.
Oh
my god.
Rest of the campaign, man.
It's amazing.
It's so good. It's so good.
I guess I'm
Anything
gonna have
else?
to up my verbal spell component game.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
Okay. So next up would be L.
You're on deck.
I'm ready.
L
Yeah, either way, I'm ready.
I need to remember to do something.
is going to, for the couple people that can see him, they'll watch him turn a ring inside so the flat part is facing the palm of his hand, reach into a pouch, and just go like that with the ball bearing that he pulls
Like
out.
he's tossing dice out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I need a dexterity save from this one.
Dang.
What's the...
Some distance there.
Yeah, range. Go for it.
Nice.
That was 3. Apparently it's just this table that I roll like shit at.
Right? Yes. I mean, also Bane.
I rolled it was a
That's
6.
not bad.
You rolled poorly at that table over there too.
It's the metaphorical table of this.
Oh, I know. I felt it was important that I be specific to frustrate people at the table.
Now you know where Patrice gets it.
That's 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus Christ.
the fuck did you just cast?
What did you
Catapult.
Oh! On a ball bearing.
Oh,
I
thank
like that a
God.
lot.
He's not dead yet.
Jesus.
Well, that was the least dead.
He
one.
only had
That
6
was,
points
yeah, that
hit
was the
points.
most dead one, yeah. He might be the most dead one now.
Not quite.
Yeah,
You
but
done?
close.
Yeah.
Is you done?
Yeah, he's just gonna stand there.
Okay.
We're used to this game.
Opportunity attacks only if you leave their range entirely,
They're
correct?
melee range, yep.
I'm gonna move here. 1. In between, there's a... She's gonna gutturally in Draconic. Say... Shut it off! Is what you guys hear, unless you guys hear Draconic. I don't know what Draconic is.
We actually need to talk about my languages.
Okay.
And spikes shoot out from her. They both need to make dexterity saving.
Oh, sweet.
What's the
It's sword burst. Oh,
the
5
radius?
feet.
5 feet radius.
5 foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering why you were moving. I was
Thank
like,
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I wanted to do that last time, but I forgot that I could move.
Do you gotta say?
I do,
Is
I
that
do
a
think
save
you're
DC?
allowed to hit Patrice with area of effect right now.
What's your safety?
tried to put us all
Save
to
DC is...
I don't need to know. Does a 10 save?
No.
There you go. So that's the one on the right. The one on the left. Jesus Christ. -2.
Oh, shit. Then that's right. Okay. And they
Bane,
both take,
everyone.
They both take 2
Bane.
damage.
2 damage. Not bad. Not bad.
As in level 1.
It's not
area of
19.
effect, it's-
But, you know.
Yeah.
All right, next up is Sway.
So I'm gonna turn around after watching this gnome shoot a ball bearing past me,
That nearly killed a gibbering mouth.
right? At that gibbering mound, and
All I
just
see is the
like,
cartoon effect of the like.
yeah. How are you still standing? And I'm casting Vicious Mockery on it.
Nice. Second time at this table that Vicious Mockery will have killed somebody.
Right?
Wisdom save.
Soft things. Soft things.
This is soft. Have you not heard it? It's softer than this table.
It is. It is actually.
3.
I'm stealing John's D4.
If you want.
2.
Okay, it's not quite dead.
Damn it. And I will inspire Patrice. I don't have them to give
I
up.
forgot I had inspiration too.
You have to use your own d6.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get some, but I don't.
Hey, you've been saying that for a month.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't
All
have
right.
mine
Next
started
up
right now.
is the gibbering mouthers. So we're gonna go front to back, left to right. So that guy left is gonna take on Scald.
Cool.
Scald. God, fucking damn it! 7.
Not even close.
This guy to my on the right is gonna take on Sid.
The one I mocked has disadvantage.
It doesn't need it.
Actually, it does because I would have hit.
At least it's not me.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Wait, you're supposed to say I'm cool.
What was the?
That's how that goes.
Was it low?
It was 2. Your shield.
It's dropped. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just knowing.
This guy is gonna take on you.
Right.
That's fine.
Level 1.
Right.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. Fuck. 16.
There's no way.
Just misses.
This guy's gonna take on you.
No, I was gonna say 16 would hit me.
I was like, it might have clicked. I
21.
rolled with it.
That hits. Just a little.
Finally. Morgan's so happy. Did you see that smile? It's nice to see him happy.
I don't like it.
No.
This is probably gonna take me down.
Well, it's not hitting me, so it's nice to see him happy.
14 points
Oh.
We're level 1.
of piercing damage.
That is.
Death range.
No, because it has to be your
Double.
full amount of life.
Times 2.
Yeah.
Times 2. It's
Not
gotta be
your
double.
current.
Believe
your
me, that's
full
how
amount of
Breezy should have died.
Yeah.
It's almost, but he is very down.
life. 18 is what it'd have to be for you.
What are your hit points?
10.
Yeah,
It'd have to be
you
20.
You have to hit
20
the
would totally
Gotcha.
Yeah.
insta kill you.
Yeah.
That
It's
was
not current
I-
hit points.
I
It
had
has to
2
be-
No,
fives.
I know it's not current.
out of that.
Yeah, it's
So.
still.
Yeah, okay.
It's high. It's high, but
Yeah.
these guys are.
So it's got to double your total.
Yeah.
Your max hit.
Okay.
Your max hit
Alright.
point total.
I thought it just had to match your total below 0. Gotcha. All right.
Rules as written, it has to be double your total life.
which is
Yeah,
what,
one hit.
Okay.
what
One
we
hit.
play by
Gotcha.
it. So because it's
Yeah,
really
no,
hard
that
to
makes
do,
sense. Yeah.
especially.
Yeah.
But
Because I was like, that's it. I'm looking at the number.
I've had it happen in one game,
Yeah.
and it was a mimic that did it.
Oh, that's rough.
Again, Breezy should have been splattered.
Well,
Yes.
it was at a
At
table
least
that
twice.
where when the house rule is that if you roll a crit, you only roll 1 dice because you automatically get the second. You get the second dice. You get max hit points, and then she rolled
Gotcha.
a crit, right? So it didn't even matter. If,
Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah, that's why Breezy almost died.
Yeah.
Should have died.
Should have died.
so that's their turn.
In-game sort of did die.
So L is down. Oh, I can't lay you down because you're
A D.
a
You're
D4.
at D4.
Yeah.
But you are unconscious on the ground.
Yep.
Next is going to be Scald. As you can see, as you watch
Yeah.
your stocky gnome companion fall to the ground after being bit. Like, it's no longer funny that these guys are biting you.
I'm shifting to right here to get back into flanking. I'm going to swing with my Raider sword. That's going to be a lot to hit.
The low dice
Definitely.
The low dice is 13.
Max damage. 13 damage.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Jeez.
Motherfucker.
You almost doubled the damage he had, though. So, I mean, he had
Alright.
15, so... You guys are fucking him up.
Yeah, but I need to get to the other
Well,
side.
yeah,
of
right.
the
Like
map.
the issue is that there's 4 and we haven't dropped 1 yet.
All right, next
Yeah.
up is Sark.
It's good. Like hard.
What's Sark gonna do?
Out of these two, which is the more damaged currently?
That one.
Okay.
By a smidge.
I'm just gonna rear back and punch that one real fast.
Okay.
And I don't get advantage because he's unconscious.
Yep.
Still a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
I'm not quite at the point where I built a
Nate
dead man
has the
switch
hot
into my
dice
body.
dice.
Right, not yet. Give it time.
7 points of damage. I'm going to knee slide and pull out the healing potion. I'm not giving it to myself, so I can't do a bonus
Yep,
action.
it's an action.
But I will stand over him.
Fair.
Body blocking. Yeah.
Yep. And actually, yeah, I'll just pull it out.
Cool. Next up is Patrice.
Patrice is going to he's going to walk. He's got clearance on this guy. He's going to walk over to his buddy, if he can make it there. And he's going to cast Spare the Dying
Okay.
on his friend.
I believe that just stabilizes him.
That does.
Yep.
No death saves.
No more no death saves.
Well, at least until I get bit again.
Right. You spell serve people.
Oh.
No,
You touch a living creature that has 0 hit points, the creature becomes stable. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs. Uh-oh.
He's not a
I
construct.
know.
You may think I'm a construct, but
Right. Yeah.
And then... Yeah.
I'm not playing one of those characters.
Mm-hmm. This time.
As he reaches out his hand, he says, "Arise with new vigor."
All right. Next. L. That's your turn.
That was a pretty solid turn.
Yeah, it's my turn?
Good,
Okay.
good turn,
Yeah.
Justin.
Yeah.
Good turn.
Well thought out. Very, very quick.
I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
Sid's gonna do the same muttering of Draconic and dexterity saving throws from both.
I'm slightly
First
still
one on the
working
left. God
on
damn
the
it.
same side of the map.
I don't even need that. It's a natural
Seems
one.
like I'm really
Okay.
Quick that I can dodge shit really well.
15.
That is the that makes
So
it.
he
He
saves.
saves. The 2 more damage to the one on the left.
And does he take any damage or does it?
No,
it's
it's
zero
only
suck.
it's only if it hits.
Save or suck.
Yeah, save or suck. Like that.
One more down.
2 left.
2 left.
Roll up to SOA.
Next up is SOA.
Okay, so SOA is going to pull out her rapier and get into where she's flanking this one.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Just
I think I counted right.
Yeah.
You haven't figured out I'm not super big on stuff like that. So
Dirty 20.
yeah. I don't think anyone's missed yet.
I did.
Yeah, with your
Natural
natural
one.
With your natural one.
You did hit something with
I
it.
did hit.
Just not what you were aiming for.
Yeah, technically,
y'all.
Yeah.
skull hit.
Missed.
We're gonna have a little conversation
hit.
after this.
That's 10 points of damage.
Nice.
Jeez.
I mean, I'm also built to hit things.
You guys, I'm telling you, you guys were rocking and rolling. Next up is the Gibbery Mouther. I'm gonna take a bite at you, Sid.
He's gonna hit me.
I think this actually hits. 15?
I will do another shield.
Doesn't.
15.
All right, Gibbery Mouther's turn is over.
Shield is going to be your least favorite spell in Dungeons and Dragons by the end of this campaign.
It already is.
I get to here, and I swing at it.
You guys were bitching. Oh, it's heavy.
That definitely hits. It's a 17 plus a lot.
Yeah.
That's going to be 6 plus 5, 11 damage.
Tell me how this ends.
I get on the other side of the
flesh
gibbering
faces.
mouther. I kind of like give a look to Sid. I feel like Sid has like some fighting experience, and I kind of give a look to Sid and go like this, and I'm trying to get Sid to faint at the thing, right?
Make an insight check for me real quick. Sid.
Ooh, not good.
It's a low DC. You
It's
probably
5
get it.
though.
Yeah, you're gonna get it.
Okay.
Yeah. And so what do you do?
Sid's gonna kind of like raise her warhammer and like start coming down. Like
As soon as that happens, I see it turn its attention to you, and I just go straight down through one of the open mouths, straight into the heart of the thing, and then rend up and out with my sword. So I like cut the top half of it.
As you pull
in half.
your blade up, you hear this thick, like just tearing wet sound as it rips open, as the flesh of the gibbering monster just opens up, and this massive stench of rot and decay opens up as the monster just spills its innards on the ground.
Yeah. And as soon as that's done, I immediately move around the thing and walk over to Sid, and I wipe off and sheath my sword, and then I put my hand on Sid's back where my blast hit her before, and pure white radiant light emits from my palm, and you feel a soothing warmth in that spot on your back, and you regain 1 hit point.
You are one conundrum, my friend.
I pop my health potion and drop to L.
That's 2d4 plus 2.
5.
All right, and that's we're gonna take a real quick break, and then we'll be right back to clean up the mess.
Awesome.
Welcome back to Campaigns and Concoctions. As the group, no one. We're all drinking beer, or something beer-like.
Yeah. Seltzer. I either drink scotch or seltzer. I'm a very basic bitch.
Yeah.
Is
It's
he wrong?
true. No, he's not lying to us. This is true.
I speak nothing but truth.
As the group recovers, you look up to see the mechanical visage of Sark there, as a little bit of that health potion, dribbles down your chin. You wipe it off, or
The
gets in.
moment he moves, I just pick him up by the front of his shirt and I'm just like, you're in the middle of the group from now on, and lift him onto his feet.
Right before Sark can grab me, anyone who's close enough to cheers. Ah, shit.
I'm right there.
As is Patrice.
Hello.
So,
It's like, it kind of turns more into, shit.
what would the 6 of you like to do as this? So that you watch the bodies of these gibbering mouthers begin to actually melt. And then you kind of see some. They kind of separate, and it looks like at some point they were separate things.
Oh,
You can't really tell what,
nice.
but it looks like maybe they were an amalgamation of what they had eaten.
You said it smells really bad too, right?
It's rank. It's putrid and decay, but not like that fungal, natural, decay you get in like an old
Like
forest.
bacteria.
Like
infection.
Can I use Mage Hand to search the one that I killed to see if I can find anything valuable or of note on it?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I turn to Sid and I go, it smells like a fishmonger's at noon.
That's not a bad description.
I was gonna search if Sark puts me down, I want to
Some
search
bad
the other one
sushi.
over there too.
As
For you, Sid, it would smell like the worst battlefield surgery.
Oh,
you're down, you're on your feet.
Oh, it's critical.
I'm not carrying you around at the moment.
Before you guys roll,
18.
Okay, not you, but before L rolls, I walk over to him and I say, "Haven, guide your sails," and I touch him on the elbow, and I say, I cast guidance on him, so he gets a D4.
What was yours? 18, you said?
18.
You're very successful in exploring the remains of this thing, but it seems that the interior of it just eventually just kind of melds bodies, and the only organs that and material that stays are the mouth and the eyes, the eyeballs.
Ugh.
I'm very good at doing that.
Yeah.
I make groups cringe a lot.
And that's why I have Mage Hand.
Gloves are replaceable.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out some heavy gloves before I go digging through the one by me.
Okay.
But that is a
Do you have
16?
Bardic Inspiration?
No, I never inspired at all.
it's a 16 investigation.
You find the same thing. Like you have no problem like kind of pulling and and your kind of artificer brain sees this as almost like a organic mechanical kind of thing. So as you're pulling it apart, you can kind of see a bit like you see some bulges of like acid sacs that seem to be extruding, and that's what's kind of breaking everything down. Yet the membrane of the mouther itself is thick and seems to be resistant to that. But you get the same thing as SOA did. It just seems that everything just kind of melds into just the nastiness except for mouths, teeth, and eyeballs.
How many mouths are in mine?
Roll for mouths.
Roll for mouths.
What did you just...
So many disgusting ways I could take that.
You said mouths?
Yes.
6.
I'm gonna go through the rest of them and count too.
Okay. The next one. 9. 4. And 3.
You do roll poorly.
What, did you think I was fudging my rolls?
No, of course not. I know it. I feel it.
Sark is at this point, as he's being L, gonna put his arms around you and walk over to you, like, huddling him. He's like, you know the tunnels, you know creepy shit. What the fuck were these?
Do I know what it is?
Make a nature check for me.
What about me? Have I had any
I do.
experience with anything?
It's 18
that's like
plus
this?
some.
Roll a nature check for me.
I'm gonna roll with the D6.
I rolled a 16 on my own, like, little...
Dirty 20.
like, thing. I was like, oh, apparently I want to be subtle about this one.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
15. Actually, for you, no.
Okay.
But for
Dirty
you,
20.
you don't know about them in the sense that you've ever experienced them, but you've heard stories about some of the more ancient places of Liblarth, especially around the areas of the world where there's scars. Mm-hmm. There are places like in the Expanse called the Desolation, where magic is fucking weird, where it doesn't work. Mm-hmm. But within some of them spaces around the edges, there are these ancient areas. And things like this have kind of evolved there. No one can ever really date the spaces that you guys are in like this. Mm-hmm. They seem to go back before the Age of Arcana.
Gotcha.
So, but no one knows why or how these things came about. But they're only in spaces that have this old.
It's I've never seen these before, but I've heard of them. You know, these ancient places that are kind of the remnants of maybe old battles, maybe old magical experiments gone wrong, maybe some kind of cataclysm where magic works differently. Places like that, these weird things seem to come about. They're not quite natural. They're definitely some kind of mutation or abomination of some kind, but they do like kind of produce themselves. And I would venture a guess that these are individual people that have been sucked into this thing that it killed.
Do you think it's the people that we're looking for?
I think there's a distinct
Hang on.
possibility.
L, what's the total number?
22 mouths. Do I have time to count through the eyes before they melt?
No. However, I would like you to make a survival check to see if you can find any evidence of a continued path.
Do you have a D6?
I do. I will use it on that one. 10 total. That's awful.
Still low level stuff, but you can you don't. Also, you know what you were looking for, so it lowers the DC already there too. But you actually find the path continued on. Continues on north. So as the battle was here, the path still continues to the path of travel.
Drag marks.
The drag marks and the footprints continue to travel.
From the drag marks, is it look like a single thing or multiple things were dragged?
Multiple. But as you look and the party looks north at this point, I need everyone to make a perception check for me, please.
17.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
There's blood in my eyes.
7.
Okay.
25.
So, SOA, Patrice, Scald, and Sark. I'm gonna get there.
We're gonna get there.
As you look forward, you can actually see a massive door. Set of doors, double doors. And it looks like, as Sid has pointed out, the path. You see it. It looks as it comes up against that door. And I need, just not you, I think. Or who are the four of you, or any of you proficient in Arcana?
Yeah.
Not you two.
Oh,
No.
You didn't see this.
shit.
No.
Highly doubt I am.
Nope.
So the only two that didn't see it.
Sucks.
Well, we'll say this. How about they pointed it out the doors
Well, I was
to
gonna
you?
say, I was like, do
Yeah.
I see anything that's off or leans that way? Because my instant response would be, oh,
Yeah, that's
I'm looking for language. I'm looking for
okay.
pictograms,
Yeah,
base
same.
relief, you know.
since I'm generally the retrieval specialist, then I take it all to him anyways.
Right, yeah. Also, does L have any means of cleaning off his absolutely disgusting gloves?
Oh, roll a D100 for me, by the way, for that one.
Me?
No,
me?
for your gloves.
23.
Your gloves are okay. They
They're
are
just
fucking
gross.
gross, though.
I'm gonna loop them through a belt.
It's a belt, yeah.
So
I know what you're gonna do.
the dirty side is outside, and then just dig through my bag a little bit and pull a new set of gloves up to the top.
I look down at the gloves on your hip, and I'm kind of make like a sort of disgusted look, and I snap my fingers and walk away.
And they're now clean.
Yeah.
That's useful.
Hell,
Goes back on top.
as Sark points out the doors to you, I need you to make an Arcana check, and I need you to make a Perception check.
Okay.
Scald is making his
I'll get it.
Nope. 7.
You don't. The markings that you see don't make sense to you right away.
All right.
So
Is it Arcana or history related to magic items, alchemical objects, or technological devices?
the latter.
Okay.
So that it's an Arcana check, but it's the only difference is history is history of the world.
Okay.
To me, Arcana
Let me
is
know if I
history.
can use that then.
Yeah, definitely. That's just it. That's a interpretation thing. History would. Arcana doesn't
History
get
is
used.
history.
Yeah,
Right,
Arcana doesn't get used enough, so this is a cool
That's-
Arcana thing. So it's the history of something, right?
Yeah.
A lot. That's.
Well, tell me what it is because that's going to determine how much you get to know.
I know, I'm adding.
As he's sitting over there adding,
It's a dirty 20. I rolled an 11.
Patrice
Level
walks
one,
over towards the door and he sits down and he looks at it, just kind of puzzling, and he starts talking to himself and he says,
As soon as...
"Down in a hole, I don't know if I can be saved. See my heart, I decorate it like a grave. You don't understand who they thought I was supposed to be." And he says it just low.
It doesn't. It's just this, you're just saying it. You're not.
He's kind of he's got a specific thing in mind that he's talking to as he's sitting there.
But you're not like casting a spell or anything.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
As soon as, most of them start looking at the doors, I take 3 steps back and turn face south.
Okay. You can't tell exactly what it is, Elm, but there's some sort of... You can instantly tell that this door is not going to be an easy open. Like, you're probably going to want to go back. Either you take a look at it first, determine what you need. Go and find, maybe get some tools, or maybe get some sort of boomsticks or something like that. But you know that this thing is probably magically locked at this point. And it's one of those that... Something that maybe the manager uses is in a similar vein, like it's one specific... It's not like you can have a key that fits into the lock, but if it doesn't have the right, some sort of arcane connection on it, it won't turn. Or maybe it's the right incantations or something like that. But you understand that this... Because it's not purely magically based. There's a mechanical element to it. It's an arcano-mechanical, as the invention wizards would call it. And as you're an artificer, you would have a pretty good understanding of the work that the invention wizards do.
So with my total shit roll, I can't even tell if there's any languages on there.
There's markings,
Markings.
but you can't tell if it's decorative or it has meaning. You know how like when you walk up to something and it's like just so outside of your wheelhouse, you just can't tell. Especially when it's like imagine someone who speaks Latin, and the first time they see someone have written
An
Japanese
Ogre or something. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Just because it's so different than what you're used to, right? Like you just can't tell if this is decorative or language. Like you're like, I see some patterns.
I'm going to...
Wait, before I forget, who's up there at the door or getting closer to the door to look? You. Is,
Patrice is about 10 feet away.
does anyone speak and read Sylvan?
No.
I'm not at the door anyways.
No.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
I'm going to make a roll to see if I would...
Recognize it?
Not just recognize it, but recognize that it is in fact a language.
Go for it. What do I want you to roll now? That's a tough one. I'm with you on this one though. It's let's just go with a straight intelligence check on that one.
It's going to be a 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
I'll
If it's
give
investigation, it's 10.
Okay, we'll give it. I'll give it to you.
So I...
After you recognize the markings. So it was a real broad based check the first time, and now as you're drilling down, you do recognize that there is some kind of language.
There's some pattern here.
There's a pattern enough to be some sort of communication.
So I draw my sword,
Okay.
and as I'm holding it, I place the blade against the inside of my forearm where my gauntlets end and there's bare skin, and I just slowly drag it, and I say, I need to understand, and I can comprehend languages.
Warlock ability.
Okay, I was like,
This is a spell.
Spell.
Oh, you're using a spell.
Yeah, comprehend languages.
There's certain like warlock. There's certain class abilities that give you
There are,
comprehension.
We
yeah.
need magical
so it's
writing.
not
It's
sure
not
if you can
comprehend
tell us.
languages for
The abilities
vacation
start
zone.
at level 2.
I don't remember. It's not.
I'm telling you. That's fine.
Because I didn't anticipate that. I didn't write down what it said. So
He's like, I know for a fact none of you just speak or read as Sylvan. And I'm like, I read everything.
it's a great spell.
It is.
While he's doing that, I was gonna pull a pair of goggles up over his eyes and start flicking through different lenses on him
Okay.
Oh,
and use detect magic.
okay. If you had comprehend language goggles,
Right?
oh my gosh.
Well, it would just be a version of the Helm of Comprehend Languages.
There you go, yeah.
But I am not giving a fucking player goddamn magic items at level 1.
I was going to say,
Now
you
give me
don't
4
know.
levels and I can make one.
Maybe his character is related to Joseph Smith.
No, sorry, 5 levels. I need to be 6 levels.
Seeing Stone.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he used
in the hat.
he used 2 rocks to read the gold plates.
The seeing stones that he would keep in his hat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you can't look in there. You're not allowed to look in there, just John.
That's right.
Speaking of which, did you guys
Yes.
see the TV show that's coming out on Hulu? The Under the Banner of Heaven.
Oh,
You know how I've talked about that book?
Yep.
It's they made a TV show
no
about it.
shit.
So
Oh boy.
I'm super excited.
Mm-hmm.
The book was amazing. So.
It doesn't say like speak friend and enter by any
No,
chance,
no,
does
it's-
it?
It's always worth a try.
It's worth a try.
Anytime I'm like, how many languages do I know?
And
how
it
to
is
say friend
Sylvan.
in?
I'm just saying.
Yeah. You probably just say it in Sylvan though.
Yeah, probably.
I don't speak Sylvan.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
So when you read it, you get it says ectoplanar R&D.
Specifically, not putting this down the table.
I immediately turn to L. And I go, you're a gadget wizard, right?
Sure.
Totally calling you that from now on.
What does R&D mean?
Usually research and development.
That's kind of what I was afraid of. What does ectoplanar mean?
Do I know that?
Nope. You don't even need to roll because it would just be a waste.
I say,
I don't know, but I'm going to find out now.
that right there says ectoplanar R&D.
As I'm trying to write it down, remember I have a list of certain things that. Building. It's so much fun.
As soon as you say that, everybody watches. I'll just go against the door.
Press like a hand.
Spread, face against the door, going. I love you.
You watch Sark just walk backward. And then walk forward.
Is he all right?
You should probably stay away from him for a little while.
Do I see any specific schools of magic associated with the door?
6 charisma.
Hold on. I got it. So there's a litany here.
Okay.
So you get abjuration, transmutation, illusion, dunamancy, and invention. Because invention is a major school of magic in my world. Because the invention wizard needs to be fucking made canon.
Right.
Because it's dope.
Yeah. Do you share any of that?
There's a lot of magic on this door. Don't know what specifically, but lots of different kinds.
And you touched it?
I
He
hugged it.
didn't lick it this time.
Oh.
Yet.
Don't.
It's part of the scientific process sometimes.
You
The
just
grossest
died.
part
Don't
of the
do it
scientific
again.
process.
I'm going to send you a list. You would know this. There's the schools are divided into major and minor houses. So I need to make sure I send you that list.
Okay. We're not getting through this door today, or probably soon.
Can I do a check? Can I look to see if there's anything else?
Are you looking like breach points, things like that?
Not on the door. I'm looking for if there's anything, if there is any disturbance outside of what's going through this door. Like,
And make an investigation check.
How big is the door? Wide, tall?
It's probably 15 feet tall.
just straight. Yes.
Probably about 30 feet wide.
Did the tracks lead through the door?
Yes.
Okay.
6.
So
Can't tell.
half as high as the room, and 5 feet on either side.
It's a little bit less than half because it's 40 feet tall. The
Yeah,
hall's
that's right.
40 by 40.
Yeah.
How high?
The door
Door's
or the
15.
wall?
The roof.
The roof is 40.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. There's 7 foot of soil on top of whatever cabin we're in.
But the magic is completely centered around it's on the door only.
Okay.
And
Dog
because
is gross with magic.
Because as you walk up close to, you also don't get any sense of any magic within 30 feet beyond either. It's purely the door.
What if we set up an ambush?
So the door is less than 1 foot of stone, an inch of common metal, or 3 feet of wood. There is no sheet of lead through it. Okay.
People would ask those questions.
But
Detect magic.
Yeah.
the stone wall around it
L would still, like...
is
Run down
3
that
feet of
list.
stone. So like you're only getting that sense through the door.
Mm-hmm.
But so what would you guys like to do right now at this moment?
Skjald, what do you think about setting up an ambush?
I think that's a great idea.
So the two of you, I need you to roll an insight check, Scald and Sid.
You gotta stop rolling 6s, dude.
8.
Sorry, it's a relatively low DC.
You said in...
So because of your
Insight.
combat experience.
no, that's 6. 8 and 8.
The danger with laying in ambush is you have no idea when things are going to come back. You could be sitting here for days.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Sark is very, like... Unless we know they're coming back now, we have another end of the tunnel to investigate, and we need to go talk to Hubert about supplies.
How long have we been down here?
I'd say it's probably a little bit past midday, or it's getting mid-afternoon at this point.
Okay, so a few hours.
Yeah, you guys entered around 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So-
say, let's be ready for something to come out of this door, but let's go down a few feet and maybe tuck in behind some of those columns in the dark and rest for a little bit. This guy's looking a little rough. It might do us all some good to have a little bit to eat and a smoke and a good sit for a few minutes before we head to the other end of this place.
I'm gonna take a short rest.
I'm gonna...
Before we do that, can we... Well, possibly during that, somebody needs to go through and see if they can figure out what mouths those are and see if we can get a list of missing people to compare that to.
Okay.
And then, if I can spend 10 minutes here, I want to try something else with the door before we
So
leave it.
what we're gonna do then, though, is we're gonna just go roll to the short rest, and we're gonna leave off there for tonight,
Right.
and then we'll pick up next session with all of that.
Okay.
Should we roll hit dice now or later?
Yeah, you know what? If you're gonna roll hit dice for a short rest, go ahead and roll hit dice.
1d6 is my total dice. So I get whatever I get on this, right?
Plus your Constitution modifier.
Okay.
Which is good.
Which is full. I would have been full no matter what.
There you go.
Cool.
I didn't take any damage. I don't get anything back.
Then you get...
I didn't take any damage, but I got literally everything but one thing back.
Yeah.
So
I need to figure out
things
what
that
we
could
got.
come in handy very soon.
Oh, shit.
The only thing I don't get back is my healing hands, which is literally 1 point anyway.
Yeah, but as you go,
It gets good. Don't
gets
get me
good.
wrong, but like when I've only ever had it on a higher level character where it's like, oh, I do like 6 points of healing. That's not
nothing, yeah.
You know,
But-
and I finally read it just now, and that's before because I was like, fuck, I hit her for 2. Maybe I can go heal the 2 that I did, right? And then I read it and I was like, I literally can do thank God I only did 2 damage because I
think
can
about
at
it-
least fix half of it.
at her max hit points.
Oh, yeah.
That's still 10% of her hit.
Yeah,
points.
no, I get it. I get
Right.
it. Don't get me wrong, but it was still just like
Give me
funny
for
to me,
5
and that's why
or
when L went down, I was like, I'm gonna run over there and use my 1 hit point on L
To get her out.
because at least it
3 plus
gets
2.
him back up again. You know.
Why do you have 10 hit points? Do you get an extra one from Draconic?
An extra one from Draconic, yeah.
cool.
Every level up.
Cool.
Yeah,
So-
Draconic is a good.
That's
With that,
It's
we're
a
gonna
bus
we're gonna
species,
leave
yeah.
off for the evening, and thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. Again, we're on Apple, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, Castbox. Share, like, review, and if you want to join in on our conversation, get with us at anchor.fm/campaign
Or submit a
concoctions.
drink, even.
Or submit a drink. That would be even better. So hit us up at anchor.fm/campaign concoctions. Thank you everyone for joining us. We'll catch you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Farewell.